Alright, this started the match pretty funny. If someone started on the top platform and it can fall down pretty fast, be ready that might attack you right away. Falcos and Yoshis, when they start on the top platform, fall down there right away. So yeah, be a little bit careful. Ooh. Pretty good so far, pretty good so far. Alright, so this scenario is very, very important against Peach. Peach doesn't really have many good setups to make it back to the stage. Her Fair have very, very slow startup. Marth also is faster. He has more range. So I would say don't overcommit really when you have Peach in this position off stage. As we can see here, Stango is just perfectly spacing the Fair. Even if Mafia got the shield up in time, Stango would still have been at an advantage. He hits the Fair, pulls back, perfectly spaced Fair, and as I said, Fair is pretty slow. So when Mafia tries to come down here, Fair just straight up wins. Really, really good. Very important. PP is really good at having these edge cards unlock as well. Like, a lot of Marth players, they feel, how do you say, they get impatient, they overcommit, and you don't really want to do that against Peach. Take it slow, methodical, in this matchup especially. Since you don't have too many reliable early kill setups against Peach, you don't really have any reliable early kill setups. It's more like you will give a lot of damage, and you will win the long run. It's more like a marathon rather than a sprint. Oh, a little bit greedy, a little bit greedy. I would have liked to see an upper there. If you ask me, it was pretty obvious that that was a little bit too high up for Peach. Air dodge, very common option for Peach as well. Peach also has a little bit hard time to fight out of corners, so roll in is a very good option to cover. If Peach rolls in and you cover it, well, that's good because now you fucked her up. But even if she doesn't roll, you still have such a good stage position. And if you keep a certain distance between yourself and the Peach, she can't safely pull turnips. You can pretty much on reaction react to the pull and then punish her. So you want to be close to Peach, but not super close. You don't want her to like easily be able to like just dash attack you in your face. So try to experiment with that a little bit for Marth players. So you get the correct spacing down. Down here. Over here, I'm not really a big fan of the jump here, because if Peach do like any of the rolls here, you're not gonna get as strong of a punish. This jump is more of like a hard read that they are gonna do a get up attack or that they are just gonna do a regular get up. But of course, once in a while it can be good. I'm just saying that overall, I don't think it should be used much. Like for example, you don't see Wizzy jump in that scenario. He makes sure to on reaction cover whatever option they do. Alright. Important. This, when if Mewtwo King whiffs something like this, he will hold down right away. He will crouch. I can bet $1 million that if Mewtwo King missed this move, he's most likely gonna hold crouch. Mafia attacks with Nair. Since you don't crouch, since Stango didn't crouch here, this Nair pops him up. He didn't get punished for it, but Mafia honestly could have punished here. With another Nair, maybe full hop aerial, float aerial, try to punish when Marth comes down. So even though a big punish didn't happen here, it's important to recognize that a crouch could have been very good. But yes, I do understand that Mafia could have wave dash down smash out of shield, which would have been really bad if the Marth crouched. So of course it's counterplay to it. So in Melee a lot of times you don't have like a clear cut answer. So it depends. It depends. If Mafia went for wave dash out of shield down smash and Stango didn't get his shield up in time, a crouch would have been very bad. But most Peaches move with an float aerial out of shield. There we have it again, something we also discussed earlier. Covering the roll in. Roll in, it's not that good for Peach to do, but the reward is very good if you get away with it. So I feel like that's a reason why a lot of Peaches do it. They don't really want to fight Marth around the ledge. So roll in is a very common habit for a lot of them. Perfectly spaced fair, that's good. Ooh, okay, yeah, that was a little bit greedy. I guess Stango expected Mafia to dash in a little bit earlier. Down air. Oh, that was good. Yeah, when you have invincibility against Peach, don't really try to mess with her. You can pretty easily escape her invincibility since she's very slow. Ooh. Alright. These kind of turnip approaches easily loses to aerials. Like a fair or nair, you just slice through and hits the Peach. Especially if they try to approach afterwards. I'm pretty sure that's what Stango tried to do, but was a little bit late. But short up turnip approaches against Marth is actually quite risky. Oh, the dot face. Not really sure what Mafia aimed for there. Yeah, that was bad calculation on Mafia's part. Yeah, very, very common for Peach players. So in this scenario where Peach hits the shield with a flow cancel move, it's one of two things they normally do. Another F flow cancel aerial on shield. Not the most common, but one of the more common ones. Or if they space the flow cancel good, they normally kind of retreat and do a turnip throw. The same thing, as I said, applies to Marth in this matchup, where it's kind of like a marathon. The same thing for Peach. Peach players, a lot of them, at least the good ones in the matchup, they kind of try to give you as much damage as possible with turnips. You lose the matchup very clearly if you're fighting without a turnip. Turnip is your main tool to fight Marth as Peach. Which means that Marth's main thing in the matchup is trying to not make Peach pulls more turnip than possible. Here we also see a second time Mafia pulls a turnip and Stango goes in. I feel like a lot of times when I have turnips against PP and Mewtwo King, they used, or especially PP, he just tries to play a longer distance away from Peach and try to make Peach believe she can throw the turnip to force a block or get a hit, and he just act out of range for the turnip throw. So if you are gonna try to challenge turnips, early aerials works the best. Important scenario here, quite a bit of a distance. This can be a good tell that a Peach player is kind of looking to pull a turnip. So try to not be too far away from Peach, unless you absolutely feel like you have to. And as we can see, a turnip, he's sort of a... Wait, let me rewatch. Okay, yeah, he didn't get truly punished, but still a bad position. Gets head guarded. Wait, did he? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that was a little bit sloppy by Mafia. So over here, fuck. Let's take this in slow-mo. So Peach whiffs a dash attack here. Again, a very common thing for people to do is dash away. They want to be as far away as possible from any possible harm. So instead of attacking straight away, fighting fire with fire, what a lot of people do is dash away and trying to get, away from their problem. What Stango do here is overshoot with a dash attack that worked pretty good. He didn't even have to overshoot it that much, and it wasn't even that much in the first place. But yeah, after people get out of the lag of a move, dash away is very, very common. So overshooting an aerial to catch dash away is really good. Downer good, beats crouch, bad DI by Mafia, but he DIs in so much that he actually flies in there. I think a fair probably would have been better from Stango there. Okay, yeah, that's a situation we talked a little bit about earlier. So if Peach approach with a turnip, if you're gonna aerial, attack her straight away. Don't retreat. Since he retreated here, Mafia still can attack him. But if Stango approached with his fair, as Mafia was approaching with his turnip throw aerial, Stango would have won that neutral exchange for sure. Yeah, that was good. The turnip didn't really force an air dodge, but that's one option Marth might go for. If you throw the turnip, air dodge, aerial, maybe catch the turnip. A few things could happen. Down smash. Ooh, that was really good. That was really good. In close quarters, or when you're very close to your opponent, a lot of Peach players throw out a lot of not desperate dash attacks, but it's really hard to fight Marth if you don't have a turnip in your hand. So a lot of these, trying to be quick with a dash attack, flow cancel nair, it happens. So this is a really good spacing by Stango. Barely avoids fair, down air. When Peach is in there, you normally want to aim more for retreating aerials and stuff. Unless a turnip approach is coming at you. Bad yeah in the forward throw. Backer. Okay, so in this scenario, not always, but sometimes, it can be pretty good to jump up and kind of try to force a reaction out of Peach. Air dodge is super common. You can see, no offense to MacD, but he spams air dodge a lot. I know I do that sometimes as well. You don't really have too many resources to work with, so air dodge is very common for Peach players. But even if Peach do a fair, for example, Marth's fair is so much faster. But here we've seen air dodge. Oh, good crouch by Mafia. So this forward throw, as Peach, you can actually DI down, diagonally down, and tech on the ground before Marth's dash attack connects. You need to be a little bit precise with the DI, but you should be able to get it pretty much every time. Ooh, that was sick. Ooh, that down smash barely hit. That's a reason why a lot of Marth mains, when they land an aerial like here, they buffer shield. We talked about that a little bit in the Marth Ditto, how when Mute King landed with a fair, he buffered shield that loses to dash up grab. But that's because a lot of people, they don't want to get attacked straight after they land. So you can see that from Marth players very often. And this is a good example why they shield, because they don't want to get attacked straight after they land. Flow cancel aerial with Peach into jab, normally used when they think people are gonna act right away. Ooh. That down smash you can actually space around. You can see Mute King do that against me at Evo. But if you hit with the up B, as Marth against Peach, you can crouch cancel down smash that. Starting at like maybe 25-ish% up to like pretty high damage. Spot dodge. Spot dodge normally is not a good idea against Marth. Marth players and Falcon players, they are waiting for that so much. They are very good at recognizing when they don't have enough time to straight up grab you. So they wait for the spot dodge and then they go in and grab you. That down tilt you can actually like space around. It's very tricky, but now twice Mafia's spacing around the down tilt has not been very good and costed him early stocks actually. Ooh, yeah, Marth's punishes on Peach is pretty good actually. It's very important to be able to juggle her as much as you can whenever you get an opportunity. Pretty good fair. Oh, again an early stock. What the fuck? Yeah, okay. So I don't really like this one by Mafia. So he up is here, right? But already here, he's committed fully for the ledge. I'm not sure if he tried to like not fast fall slightly earlier so he could still land on stage. But by the looks of it, I would say he used super early committed for the ledge and got outplayed. Like, every Peach has been falling victim for that at some point. But, yeah, you need to be a little bit more ice cold in that scenario, I would say. Ooh, good counter. That's something Mute King does sometimes as well. Against turnip approaches. I recommended using like an aerial earlier, but counter works pretty good as well. And here's the scenario we talked about in the Marth Ditto set as well. Forward throw. Here you can cover check in place with an aerial and roll away normally as well if you overshoot a tiny bit. And if they roll in, you can still dash in and get a grab on them. So that's a pretty good setup. Doesn't work on all percents though. Depends on when they land relative to... yeah, it depends on when they land pretty much. Which is different based on percentage. But Peach is not always, like... She's not really forced to always land. So you need to look out for that as well. She can jump out as well. Ooh... a little bit overcommitted here. Yeah. So here is the mistake. You're too close pretty much already. So, and that opens up a lot of opportunities for Peach to be able to hit you. And once you get in on Marth, often for him it's pretty hard to like shake you off. So try to keep your spacing a little bit more here. Now he got under you. Backer. There, up there. Yeah. It's just like a lot of damage that gets eaten. Ooh, good. After the side B, you should have up tilted. Yeah, that should have been an up tilt. But as I also said, side B from Marth can be crouched. So if you know your opponent will crouch the first one, doing a second one can be a good idea. H-Box always crouch the side B and F smash. So 2 side Bs is pretty good as a counter against him, for example. Mafia a little bit not clutch with like grabbing the ledge. Good backer. Air dodge, very common, as we said. Yeah. Toad worked out there. Downer, good. Beating the crouch cancel from Peach. Ah. Always a shame to see SDs. Air dodge again. Oh, good chaser roll by Mafia. Not quite enough. Oh. Okay, I can see what you go for there. Air dodge again. Yeah, Fairy's also so... I do feel a little bit triggered by how rough it is to get back as Peach. That was fishing. Oh. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this last stock, Stango got way too greedy and it almost costed him the game. Like, never have the mentality that, oh, it's just one more hit. H-Box partly made his career of making people believe that one hit and they win. And then he strikes when they get a little bit too greedy. Like, H-Box is obviously fucking amazing at many things at this game, but getting people impatient and then clutch them last stock is something he does a lot. Oh, good backers by Mafia. Covering... Yeah, that's very important to shield the IS Marth. Ooh. Yeah, you needed to retreat more there. You drifted way too much towards Mafia. And when it barely whiffed, Peach gets an opening here, and he strikes. Another air dodge. I wouldn't say these kind of landings from the ledge is the best for Marth normally. I would say aerials that you drift differently is a bit harder for Peach to handle normally. Yeah. Aerial's very good whenever Peach is in there. Ooh. And that should be down air, and that's it. Another counter. Okay. So for Peach players, if you notice that Marth do a lot of counter when you jump in with a turnip, you can throw the turnip, pull a little bit back, wait for the counter to like being like having its active frames over, and then strike with an aerial. You don't always have to approach with a turnip right away, but that's what Mafia has been doing every time. So yeah, look here. Here, if he just pulled back after he threw the turnip, he could have punished Stango for it. Yeah, Mafia spacing in that backer was not the best. Over like here in this scenario, I would like to see you keep this sort of distance. Now you go a little bit back and you give Mafia a little bit more breathing room. He gets a turnip. Ooh. Oh, that was a good dash attack. That was a good trade by Mafia. That dash attack push. Amazing. I like the attempt by Mafia, even though it didn't work out. A lot of times, oh wait, it's here. Like, a lot of times, grounded moves can beat aerials, even when you do not expect it. So dash attacks can be really good when people are coming from above. Didn't quite work out here, though. Another air dodge. Oh, almost pivot tipper. Ooh, that's a good combo by Mafia. Let's see, how did that start now again? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is normally like a very big part. If you... I feel like Peach gets a lot of her openings in this matchup by Marth doing miscalculations. Yeah, okay, this time Toad got punished. Another air dodge. Pulled back a little bit too late. Yeah, those down smashes should not poke always. Like, they actually very rarely should. Yeah, no, Mafia does... He does a lot of these. Throw turnip, nair. Another dash. Oh, no. Oh my god. That's very risky. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of edge guarding Marth like that. Especially not at low percent. The risk is like very high. Oh, that was good. Downering above the shield. Catching the jump. Got the stock for it. Another air dodge. Good spacing. Ooh. Not quite. Oh. Oh, what the that was pretty sick. Yeah, like once you have Peach in the air and you get your combos, like just keep chasing her. Unless you feel like I might not get a follow-up here. If you feel that's the case, then retreat as a Marth player. But most of the time, once you get her in the air, it's such a pain in the ass. Oh, that's pretty good. I feel like Mafia is trying to push forward way too much in this matchup. I feel like this style wouldn't work against a PPMD sort of Marth whatsoever. And Stango, for the most part, have pretty good spacing and patience. But yeah, no, it was pretty solid set. Pretty solid set. But yeah, some stuff we can mention. Peach players do air dodge a lot when they're coming back from the stage. As Marth, patience and great spacings. That's how you win the matchup. I feel like a lot of Peach players themselves are also like way too impatient. Like you need so many turnips to win that matchup. Like if you watch me play against Mewtwo King or like any good Marth for that matter, turnips is the key. Turnips is the key to win. And I feel like Mafia tried to he tried to play too aggressive. He tried to outbeat Marth's aerials with his own, and that's a very bad idea. I think. Of course, if you get an opening in the first place, yes, you can push your advantage. But yeah, maybe it's some stuff in the matchup myself I could reconsider. But in my experience, I would say Peach wants more grounded movement, a lot of turnips, and then once Marth tried to act out of his shield, if he shields a turnip, that's kind of your time to try to beat him with like another aerial, or if you think he retreats, you pull another turnip. So me and Mafia, I guess we used to have two extremely different ways of how we play the matchup. Dead is Marth, thank you for the 500 bits. And hope this set lived up to the expectations as well. I talked a little bit more about it from Marth's perspective, since I know you play Marth.